copyright notices. If you wish to read, pause the video. The original videos are linked in the description down below. Enjoy. Alright then, so in this one what we're going to be looking at is a police officer, police constable using excessive force on a vulnerable person. I say vulnerable because he is homeless. I don't like the term homeless. So most homeless people are vulnerable people. They have got to be vulnerable to be homeless, in my eyes. So on a vulnerable person, he uses excessive force. So we'll just get straight into it and start breaking it down.
I know, but there are 20 minutes to leave, and it's for 48 hours this time.
Excuse me, officer. Will you explain to me what has just gone on?
How can I help you?
Oh, I just wondering what happened to the poor man then.
So it's up to him if he wants to explain to you.
No,
Okay then, so it looks like this vulnerable gentleman here has been given some sort of notice. I can't be 100% sure on what notice, but I am assuming it's a dispersal order, considering he said it's for 48 hours this time. You've got 20 minutes to leave this area. So I'm assuming it's a dispersal order. I don't know what the dispersal order has been put in there for, considering a dispersal order is antisocial behaviour, it comes under the Antisocial Behaviours Act. So if it's, I understand if it's been antisocial or something like that, that he's been given it, but we don't know exactly what's happened or why he's been given this dispersal order. But it might not even be a dispersal order. It looks like a dispersal order to me.
Asking you, because
Yes.
it happened in public and I'd like to know what happened.
Is
then.
it? Oh, fair
Yes,
enough.
Please.
That's actually none of your concern.
Oh,
If he wants to tell you, that's absolutely fine. But Chris, just remember you've got 20 minutes to leave, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
oh, thank you, officer, for your kind help to me today. Thank you for being so kind.
It's none of your business. It's between...
Between what? Between that?
There are...
Did I sausage bag? What's that for, mate?
Oh, mate, right, basically, my name's not even Chris. Yeah.
All right, come on,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's even going to apply to me now.
Let me have a, can I have a look at this
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, basically, like, if they see you sitting down, yeah, I'm not asking for money, I'm just sitting down, like,
Fair enough, bro.
trying to get a couple of quid.
All right, buddy.
Oh, they won yesterday.
Did they back?
Swans.
All right.
Did you go? Why did you phone like that?
I'm in the middle of something, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, basically,
go on.
if they see me sitting down because they hate me,
Yeah, yeah.
they can just say, oh, you're begging, give me section 35, and then I gotta leave within
Even
20.
though you weren't begging, like.
Yeah.
He's giving you 20 minutes to leave, and if you don't leave, what happens then?
Well, they'll arrest me and do me for begging.
Even though you weren't
Even
begging.
though I was just sitting down, yeah.
Do they do this all the time?
Yeah, all the time, mate. Every time I come in.
So where do you
town.
expect you to go now? Somewhere outside this area, is it?
Yeah, outside the Swansea, like.
So you can't get any out to eat or nothing from around
no,
outside this, can you?
No, the nuns is at
Sick, bro.
3:30. Yeah, it's horrible, man.
Sick.
Yeah, you know, the things they let people get away.
So this vulnerable gentleman has just confirmed it is a section 35, which is a dispersal order under the Antisocial Behaviour and Crimes Act. We'll get into that when it is necessary to get into that. At the moment, I do not believe this constable here has reasonable grounds to issue him a section 35. We will get into that in a little bit, but first, let's carry on to see what actually happens. Like I said, we've established it is a dispersal order is being given.
With much. and they're more concerned about, you know, people sitting on the street and that.
You're right, fella, you're right.
Yeah, so it's
Like I clocked you 20 minutes ago, I'd been sitting up there having a roll up,
yeah,
and I was watching and I thought, oh, they wouldn't dare, would they come and say something to him there?
yeah. No, the other day, right, I came into town with my mate Jeff up there, right? I
Yeah.
literally just walked down into town. I'm standing up. Him and his mate come up to me and they said, oh, we've had reports that you've been sitting down asking people for money since this morning. I said, I only just walked down from my mate's flat. I stayed at his flat, like,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, no, that's a lie. I said, no, it's not. I said, so I got my mate as a witness, yeah? And they were like, it's besides the point. They said, you gotta go, like, so.
So basically, they don't really need a reason with this section 35.
No, not really.
If they don't like you sitting there,
Yeah, if they don't like you sitting there, it's
that's
like,
not very right, is it?
No, and like the thing is, they pick and choose who they do it to. Like,
Yeah.
it's like there's some people they leave sit down all day,
Yeah.
and there's other people that they just like me that they just always on. Like, so I better go.
Hey, buddy, take care, yeah? Hey, mate, all
Okay, then. So, Section 35 of the Antisocial Behaviour and Crime and Policing Act of 2014. There is some amendments on this, but are not here yet. If you know the amendments, let us know in the comments down below. But what is Section 35? Directions excluding a person from an area. So basically, Section 34 is the dispersal order, which has to be has to be authorized by an inspector or above for a certain area in a certain period of time. So let's see if these are obviously parties in the local area and returning to the local area a specific period of time, blah blah blah. The first conditions is that the constable has reasonable grounds to suspect that the behavior of a person is the person in the location has contributed or is likely to contribute to members of the public in the local location being harassed, alarmed, or distressed. So, can a homeless person make you feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed? If it does, you shouldn't be in the town. You should get some empathy for these people because it could be you. The occurrence in the location of a crime or disorderly. So that's a lot of nonsense. So the second section, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we already established that. Exceeding 48 hours and can be escorted off for 48 hours. So basically, it's a dispersal order, but he has to have reasonable grounds that is going to cause members of the public harassment, alarm, or distress, or a crime or disorderly. Is going to commit a crime or be disorderly in that area. Without those, he cannot issue him with a Section 35.
Alright, okay, I'll see you later.
catching him, or what?
Time is 22 minutes past 3, right? You're under arrest for breaching your section 35.
He's walking out with me.
No,
He's got walking out.
no, the one from earlier on today.
I haven't had
What
one
the hell?
from earlier on
Yeah,
today.
1 o'clock today.
What are you on about? You haven't given... Whoa!
Son?
Okay, then. So before we get into this, the gentleman did say he hadn't had one earlier on today, but in the conversation earlier on, he said this happened to him earlier on today. So I do believe it has already happened, and this is why he's getting arrested. Once the order's in and you've been asked to move, you breach that, you can be arrested. But let's see what actually happens. I'm going to start this video from the beginning, so you can watch it from the beginning.
Alright, okay, I'll see you later.
Right,
Catching him, or what?
time is 22 minutes past 3. All right, you're under arrest for breaching your section 35.
He's walking out with me.
No,
He's got walking out.
no, the one from earlier on today.
I haven't had
What
one
the
on
hell?
from earlier on
Yeah,
today.
1 o'clock today.
What are you on about? You haven't given... Whoa!
Son, right, don't tense up. Right?
I am
He's not tensing up.
No, he is tensing up. All right, you can bug off.
I can what? Sorry?
Stop doing that, man!
Bugger off is a way to speak to a member of the public.
Bloody hell, can you stop twisting my arm? Whoa! Do you mind?
Stop acting up, all right?
I'm disabled, do you know that?
Is it?
You don't
Yeah.
care, Brad.
Yeah, I am. Ah! Oh! Oh! Jesus Christ! Stop doing that, guy!
Shh, there's children about. Nobody.
Oi! Stop hurting me then!
Oh.
Oi! Don't pull me like... Do you know I'm disabled? Mate, I've got a bad leg.
Oh my God, calm down, copper. There's no need for that.
Whoa! What are you doing?
So to me, that there, what you just seen, is unreasonable and unnecessary force used. He didn't need to slam this person to the floor. He didn't need to grab the handcuffs and drag him around the way he did. He could have took his arm and escorted him that way. Plus, where is he taking him to? Why ain't he already called in for backup before this? There's a lot of questions what need answering.
I was coming with you anyway, you heard that. You can't pull me like that. I got bloody osteoarthritis in my leg, bro. Excuse me, mate. Will you be my witness?
Yes, mate, they got all on camera, but
Thank you,
That's
bud.
right, it's all online as well.
Yeah, it does. What's in it? Ah! Mate, I'm disabled! Ah! Mate, I'm disabled, you
no
heard
shoplifting, mate.
that? Stop doing
What do you
that!
say,
I'm
boy?
disabled.
What do you say? What do you say? Come sit up here now. Come on.
So I think pushing down on the back of his neck like that, I don't think they're actually allowed to do that anymore. I'm not 100% sure, but in my eyes, that's unreasonable force. And then, is not only pushing down like that, he's got his knee in his hands and his lower back. And then, not only does he do that, he rags his person over to the side after saying, "Can you be my witness?" So it's like this officer knows he has used excessive force, and he's is trying to improve the situation by putting him on his side rather than his belly, but use excessive force, in my opinion, to pull him over rather than saying, "I'm going to turn you over now," blah de blah, and try and de-escalate a situation which he has already escalated to a point what didn't need to be.
You are hurting my wrist. I am disabled. Yes, you are. You what? You measure my pain because I'm in pain. You stop doing that. What? Is it? Yes, I'm in pain.
Are you going to behave at all?
What do you mean? Am I going to behave? I never did not behave. I'm not pulling away from you. You're pulling your leg. I'm pulling my arm. Jesus. Right, stop bloody pulling my arm and I'll stop shouting. Stop pulling it with your leg, not your arm. You know what you're doing. Stop it. It's on camera, mate. It's on camera. Yeah. Can you stop pulling my hands with your leg against the cuffs, please, officer? Oh, yeah. This is all going to be on bloody line, mate. I hope you realise that.
I am very aware.
Yeah. You're making a scene of yourself,
Are you going to
mate.
behave?
I am behaving. You are stop pulling my bloody leg like. Oh my God! Stop pulling your leg against my hand. That fucking hurts. I have got circulation problems. I'm disabled. I have a heart condition. Stop doing it.
Okay then, so as you're going to hear, this constable here is now trying to justify the force by saying he should have behaved. You was ragging him around. Any reasonable person which has been pulled about like that is going to try and get the feet underneath them to get their own balance, and not going to want to be in a vulnerable situation where they're off balance, hands behind the back, so if they do fall, they can't protect the face. It's in our nature to want to try and get our balance underneath us. Secondly, as you can see, he is now also acting like he's done nothing wrong. This constable better hope that there is a Section 34 in place, and at that time as well, because if not, this is a big well, I won't say big, but it's going to be pretty decent payout if this person does get a solicitor involved and does sue him. I hope he does, and I don't believe there was probably that order in place there anyways, just to get rid of the homeless. Being homeless is not antisocial at all.
Right, yes, he is. He's pulling it with his bloody... He's stopped now. He's stopped now. He's pulling it as hard as he can with his bloody legs. Right? Yeah.
Shush a second, right? Now bring your legs up.
Bring your legs up towards me.
Yes.
There we go. Right?
Right.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hang on.
Yeah, just up the van as soon as... There you go. Right. Happy?
Yes. Well, no, you're not hurting me. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. So, let's try this again. Right.
Right, hang on. I have got arthritis in my leg.
I'm willing to work with you, right? But, right. They're 6'3" unit and all that.
Hands have gone purple, but hands are fine, they're purple, that's all.
I can see them. They must be fine.
They are, mate, they're smaller than they're purple.
That's basically the end of that video. They basically frog march him all the way back to the police station. Instead of getting a van, they force him to walk. You can see his hands have changed colour a hell of a lot. They have gone extremely purple, which is an indication of the cuffs being too tight. They don't really care. As you heard, I can see them. They look fine. Well, that ain't what he said. He said, I can see them. They are still there. So he doesn't care if his hands are knackered or not, if he's cutting off the circulation or not. If he creates permanent damage from loss of circulation, he does not care, as you heard. So in this instance, what do I think happened? In my opinion, I think they've abused the dispersal order by making homeless move with it. I don't believe homeless is a harassment, alarm, or distress. Or some homeless people do commit crimes, but not all of them. And until they do, or they are a regular shoplifter and known to be shoplifting, then maybe put it in place. I can't say this person is that because I don't know his circumstances. I don't know what led up to this or why he is so well known to the police. If it is just because he's homeless in that area, then I do believe that they have abused that section. Now, let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.